going on for the past 5 years. This particular one, AfricTech Awards. This awards program has been going on for the past 5 years. This particular one is a very significant one in the sense that it has gone international. It was being done in Sierra Leone, and this particular one has gone international to the point that today we are going to do this one year in the Gambia now. This fifth one is going to take place in the Gambia, in the beautiful city of Banjul, at this very hotel where we are on Friday, 19th of December. So a lot of important people, dignitaries are going to be awarded. We have called this on you to come to attend this press briefing to give you more information about the AfricTech Awards, so that you will be able to write something about it and let the whole Gambia know about it before the 19th Friday. And after which, all of you also will be invited. You're already invited to also attend the awards night itself on Friday. I want to just introduce the organizers of this program, so that you know who are going to be talking to you this morning and tell you about the AfricTech Awards events. We have Mr. Alhaji Jeng, who is the Secretary General for West African Bankers Association, sitting here right by my side here. Mr. Alhaji Jeng is the Secretary General for West African Bankers Association. We also have Mr. Milton Kamara, who is the AfricTech Awards rep in the Gambia. Mr. Milton Kamara is seated over there in the check red and black shirts. And then we have also Mr. IB, who is, of course, a blogger, but is actually
TV, dramas, stage plays, and that's my expertise. And that has brought me closer to Mr. Moore. And I think 2016, before we have the election, I was in Freetown. I had the privilege to understand that he runs an arts academy that provide young people with training in different skills, and which is not rare for you to see at that time in Freetown, because most of the people learn the work maybe along the way and they pick up their skills. But there was a skill center which I visited. We had a chat, I vividly remembered, and we had a vision that Gambia as a spotlight should be on a global scale in terms of certain activities. And this is what he has indeed done. You know, it's 2016 to now. It's been more than 10 years, I'm sure, but the fire is still on, the vision is alive. So AfricTech Award is one of its kind that we'll have in the Gambia for the first time, recognizing the power of technology in all sectors. And we all know Gambia is changing to a technological environment. AI is taking charge, and the young people are desiring to have more skills in technology. So when he reached out and said, you know what, we need to do this in Gambia, I was really happy, because we do all the awards for the best actor, best musician, best this, but we've forgotten some of these key things that makes the difference. So this award will be one of its kind, and it will be graced by different dignitaries from all walks of life. And we're also expecting some VIPs, which he will touch on. But we want you all to really give us the support. We also need you on the 19th here, this coming Friday, to make sure you're also around. And I keep saying, Mr. Moore, I don't need to talk much about him, but the word M-O-R-E, M-O-O-R-E is it suits its personality. It does a lot of things, and I'm sure as we go on, you will also see part and parcel of his work that he have been doing previously. And just like what Mr. Jeng said, first, second, third, fourth has been so successful. Fifth year is like an anniversary of what you have been doing. So us recognizing that Gambia is a space for us to be able to showcase technological power in the Gambia to institutions, recognizing their strength and also putting them on the spotlight for their services being rendered for the past years. So exactly what Mr. Jeng said, when I saw the list of nominees and people who will be awarded, I was impressed because Mr. Moore is not living in the Gambia. So he was not, said, go and do this, fix this. No. So what is sent, and with background checks, we all endorse it and said, you know what, we need to go on with this. And this will also bring to spotlight some of these institutions, the work they are doing, and also giving them a strength also maybe for people to also bring attention closer to their businesses and services they render. So the night is going to be a very special night. And it's not for everybody, as we do say, but it's for the people who matters to be here. So we want to leverage on our friends from the media. He's also a media person. And we have guys from Freetown. They're already here covering the program to make sure that at least the Freetown people also sees what is also happening around. And it will also be broadcast on AYV, Africa, and also DSTV. So it's not a small program, it's a big program. And we want to say a big thank you to all of you for coming, and make sure that any information that you need, you can reach out to us at any time before the program. Thank you.
Members of the First Estate. I appreciate you all for coming, and I want to thank especially my brother, Mr. Jeng, taking time out, like he said, to draw closer his holiday and come to the Gambia to support me. Thank you very much, sir. And I thank my brother, Milton. He's done a great job. He's been the soldier to push things while I was away in Sierra Leone. So I want to thank you also for your support. And I also want to thank IB. IB is a brother from Freetown, and he's also, delayed his going back just to be part of what we're doing. And thank you, Mr. Cabo of the Point newspaper. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'll start from the last question. Why the Gambia? Gambia for me is a second home. Gambia for me is like a place that has several wonderful memories. I got married here in the Gambia, and also to a great family, the Peters family. My father-in-law was, before he passed away, the ambassador of Sierra Leone, of Gambia to Sierra Leone. And before then, he was also a known politician of the UDP party. And I myself worked in the Gambia in GTTI. I was lecturing IT, and a great number of my students are big boys now, big girls now, doing wonderful stuff in the IT industry and other industries using technology to advance whatever they're doing. And I'm proud of what they have been doing. And so for me to come to the Gambia is just the ideal thing to do. Want to come back and see what has been going on in the industries, seeing how technology has advanced a lot of industries. While I was teaching in GTTI, it was still, early days, the early 2000s. So you can tell from then till now, over 25 years ago. And it's been wonderful. No, even more than that. It was like in the mid-90s, it was even more than that. But then left the Gambia, went to the UK, continued my IT profession, but then moved into media. And so for me, IT and media are my two professions that I handle. And I've looked lately, and especially during the COVID times, a lot of people, when they were shut down, the whole systems were shut down globally, and it took technology to help people survive those days. And I realized that there was maybe a dark side for Africa because we have been made to be dependent when it comes to technology. You look at a lot of the infrastructures, we just download more. We do not do much of uploading. We do not do much of maybe setting up infrastructure for technology, homegrown infrastructure in Africa. So for me, I realized that there was a need to begin to celebrate people who are taking the pain to use technology to advance economies in Africa. And it's not enough to use technology for entertainment. Technology has the potential for income earning. Technology has the potential for socio-economic development. And we need to encourage people in Africa who are taking the pain to look at that side and celebrate them so that they can also know that they're appreciated. Now, this particular award, like it was rightly said, started over 4 years ago in Sierra Leone, and we started gradually to make people appreciate the fact that technology is no longer isolated. Technology is now woven into every fabric of living, whether it's religion, whether it's even entertainment, music, movies, whether it's banking, whether it's insurance, whatever it is, technology is important. So as a company, Thelia Production has always been looking for ways to support this. I'm happy to say that we were one of the change makers in the insurance industry in Sierra Leone. We brought together the Insurance Commission, spoke to them about the need to make sure insurance becomes seamless and easy. And today I can report to you that with the ECOWAS Brown Card, now we have one portal for insurance in Sierra Leone that covers the entire West Africa. And that is also migrating to all the other West African countries. So now you want to buy insurance, you can buy from the comfort of your home. Also, we have worked closely with one of the banks in Sierra Leone, which is the Rokel Commercial Bank, supporting them with other media stuff like Ado Media Production, like Milton rightly said. And I can also report to say that since the advent of, he will attest to that, Dr. Gilpin, Dr. Walton Ekundayo Gilpin to Rokel Commercial Bank in Sierra Leone, Rokel has changed the landscape of banking by introducing very, very reliable technology platforms. And the same has become a challenge to other banks in Sierra Leone. I also want to say that we're glad to see we're part of the success story for the InterSwitch solution in Sierra Leone by the Central Bank of Sierra Leone, which is called Bank of Salone, because we held also a financial inclusion conference sometime between 2021 and 2022 to encourage the swift exchange of banking platforms. And that is now gone live in Sierra Leone, and we're happy to see all of these changes going on. And we want to replicate the same all over the continent of Africa. Now, yes, when you look at some economies in Africa, the big ones like Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, they look to be doing stuff. But I can tell you, because I'm aware, there are great innovative companies in the Gambia. So what we've done is to come first to the Gambia while taking this out of Sierra Leone so that people can see though Gambia is small in numbers in terms of population, but technology-wise, Gambia is not at disadvantage because there are people doing the same, if not better, platforms in the Gambia. So that's why we're here to identify and celebrate these people from various sectors. Now, this award for this year has 10 sectors, which I believe it's a testament of what is going on in the Gambia as well as other parts of Africa. I'll just read out the 10 sectors. We're looking at, we have a new category, which we've called the Game Changer category. Game changers are individuals who have demonstrated innovation and encourage economic as well as technological development in their sector. So we have Game Changer Awards. We have obviously the banking and finance sector. We have software companies, These are people who go behind the scene to use technology to support other sectors. We have payment platforms. You'll agree with me that the world is evolving. Now, you don't need to only be able to receive money from overseas. You should also be able to send money from different parts of Africa to other parts of Africa, as well as to the entire globe. And we have obviously the government sector, we have education sector, we have influencers sector. Like my brother said, I don't know if it's Ivy or Milton, that people use social media as well as online platforms for negative purpose. And we should move away from that as Africans. We need to see more online influencers doing positive things. And we've identified some, and we're going to be celebrating them come Friday the 19th. We also have, obviously, the new media. You'll agree, I'm from the media myself, but there are a lot of media companies that are evolving, no longer traditional. They're moving on to the online platform, so that whatever you see on the local traditional media, you can also see online. Newspapers are going online, radio stations are going online, television stations are going online as well. So we will be identifying a few of them and celebrating them so that people can appreciate what they've been doing. And we have the entertainment sector as well. Entertainment is no longer playbook or play cook, they say in Sierra Leone. It's no longer play cook. Now entertainment has gone global. Entertainment is a huge income earner for nations. It's a huge income earner for individuals as well. Now, even musicians in Africa are charging over $100,000. Some are charging, I hear now Burna Boy charges at least $1 million for appearances and performances. That, I don't know how many companies or even governments that can earn that in days. So these are testament that even the entertainment landscape is changing. And so for us, we're also going to be identifying few folks in the music, in the movie industry who are doing well with technology platforms across the continent. So for me, I believe that AfricTech has come to celebrate individuals, organizations across different sectors, whether religion, whether mainline industries. We're here to identify and celebrate them. So on Friday, we'll be unveiling the winners of these various awards. We took our time and we listened to different people, feedbacks, and we also cross-checked on these various individuals and organizations. So I want to say thank you for being present today. Please take the word out. We're here to celebrate Gambians, and not just Gambians, Africans as a whole, because there will be recipients of these awards coming from outside of the Gambia, coming also to be part of this occasion. I will not be able to divulge names and organizations, but I just want to say to you, this is a well-represented African award ceremony, and I look forward to having you, Lord, on Friday, and we trust that this will continue to other parts of Africa in the coming years, so that we can take this story and change the nations of Africa. I thank you very much, but before I go, I'd like to say thank you to family and friends who have always made Gambia a home. I thank you all, and God bless you.
Members from the press and also members from the high table. My name is Ibrahim Jawara, the CEO of IB Blog Online TV. It is an honor for me to be part of this organization, the AfricTech. Of course, my message is short. I just want to urge the Gambian people, especially the members from the press, to own this award, because it is ours. For you to see me to come all the way from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and travel all the way to Gambia, that shows how much I valued or we valued this award. I want us to own this as ours, because it is a motivation award, because many a time we see young people on the internet using technology the wrong way. And that is why the AfricTech Award is here to change that narrative, because we can use the internet or the technology to be a change maker or change our life or even our society or Africa as a whole. As a CEO of IB Blog Online TV, I remember a few years back, I started my online television as one person, but today I can tell you that I'm proud to have more than 15 staff, which I pay monthly, and also have friends, family members that depend on me. All this is because of the innovation and the use of technology. I make sure I use it positively. And a few days back, I was also here to receive another award as the best West African social media blog. That shows you how I have been consistent with my team to make sure we use the technology the positive way to pass the message out there. So this is just an advice to young people out there. Let's use technology to utilize it the good way, not the bad way to disturb our continent, most especially Africa, because nowadays you see plenty young people on the internet. They use technology the wrong way to send out message out there to make their country look bad, and which is very bad. I'm just talking to the young people for us to use technology the positive way and make sure we brand Africa wherein other people from the Western world can see Africa as the best place to visit. On that note, I want to say plenty thanks to the organizers and members from the press. Thank you.
I'm a Gambian national who works with the West African Bankers Association as Secretary General, and we have his secretariat in Sierra Leone. I currently reside in Freetown, Sierra Leone, but seeing Mr. Moore and this AfricTech works in Freetown, they are doing very well, and I think this is an Africanism, because it's real Pan-Africans. Looking at him, he would have easily stayed in Sierra Leone, and I know the environment there. They love the program. This is the 5th edition. They make it successful from the 1st to the 4th, and plan to cross border to Banjul is testimony that we need to be proud of as Gambians, and we need to support him. If you look at the work he's doing on this, he's promoting his award, and this is an award night. Award night is like he have a team who sits there, study the Gambian economy, study the Gambian market, study the Gambian banking sector, the IT, and they came up with recommendation to say, okay, Bank A, Bank B, ITC, ITB need to be awarded for their work, job well done. And I think the group on the ground, they did a very good job, because when I look at the awardee without interference, because they do their selection without interference, nobody directed them to say, look, you have to award company A or company B. They are here, they study economy, they study the Gambian market. They found that based on the digital world, these are people that they need to be awarded. And those names were forwarded to the CEO and the team back in Freetown. And these guys have to vet it up. Look, they don't even know, some of them even didn't know the names are identified. But when they contacted me as an independent supervisor of this, I look up those names and say, look, these people have done a great job, because them as non-Gambians identifying these people, so just we tell that this one they have done a good job, which they need to be applauded. So for us, our work is very simple on this. We are just here to support, but the work have been already done, in the sense that they have identified, they have organized this program in Freetown for 1st edition, 2nd edition, and 4th edition. And this is now our challenge as Gambians. We should now come out in numbers and support this. And if we support this, this is our own. It will be nice for us to pull out a crowd that is more than what they have done during the 4th edition. And I believe that there are neighboring countries within Freetown. They have easily taken this to Guinea-Conakry or to Liberia. But the guys say, no, I love Gambia. If you look at how Mr. Mo talk about Gambia, you know that this man deserves a passport. He loved this country in the sense that anywhere he had a Gambian, she will go and meet him in Freetown to say, oh, I'm Mr. Mo, I was in Gambia, I have a wife in Gambia. So this is somebody that he loved this country. So this show of patriotism. So now, for us as Gambians, we should come out in our full numbers to support. So you in the media, we rely on you. And I know I was glad that we have the lack of scoring, we have the lack of votes. I normally see them on social media every time. So I only advise or challenge them that let them share with our other sister institutions, because we have other institutions who are also very, very powerful in this, and I know that they must have that link. But we thank you very much for coming, taking your time, and as the conference is ongoing, so you'll be asking questions, we'll give answers. But this is just an opening statement. But for me to hand over, before I hand over to, I want to tell you this is our own. Let's take up the ownership as Gambians. My holiday should have started on the 21st, but because of this program, I have to draw it back because I know that somebody cannot love my country more than me. If somebody is telling me that I want to have this important program in Gambia and I'm a Gambian, I said we must play our part and participate. So this is our own. So let's take it as our own. So I'd like to know whether these awards winners will be able to have the opportunity to go on a mentorship exposure for regional networking, because you want to replicate some of the digital achievements across other African nations. Since you want to replicate that, those winners in the Gambia will stand the chance to go on a mentorship or opportunities that will also empower them in order to enhance their capabilities.
Yes, certainly. I will say not mentorship initially, but networking opportunities. Now, networking opportunities, what it does is it opens you up to other people who will now see what you're doing, and then they will reach out to you and see how they can partner with you. I will mention one again, something that maybe, if questions will lead me to saying that, I will. How many of you know of Farm Fresh? Farm Fresh in the Gambia. Now, Farm Fresh is a portal that was created by a young, he used to be my student at GTTI, then it became like a family. His mom is from Sierra Leone originally, his dad is Gambian. I'm talking about Modun Jai, and he's also the owner of NWeb Plus. What he's done is he's created a portal where families in the diaspora can shop for their families back home. So, I mean, if you live in the diaspora, for instance, $10, $25, $50 is not a lot. But when you send that home to Africa, it's a lot. Now, what we normally have when you live overseas, what you have is everyday people asking you for money. Sometimes, amazingly, it's just money to eat. So before you start looking for where to go send money, how to send money, and money doesn't get to the family on time or whatever, what this platform does is to allow you in the diaspora, shop for your family, and then the portal will go and deliver the food to your family. Beautiful solution. And he has also, because of our relationship, tried to set that up in Freetown, but the mental understanding of that has not been that possible. But I know that getting him on platforms like this to other countries like Nigeria, I mean, you can imagine the numbers. So rather than somebody else copying his technology or his platform, I'm sure he will be open to collaborate with other big players in Nigeria economy or Ghanaian economy.
Gambian and the like. So we want people to come. We want to invite people. We want people to come and witness what we have done. And especially the banking sector. I'm a banker. Like people are, if you look at my colleagues here, are all members from the media, but I'm a banker by profession. I've been working in the Gambia for many years. I started my career here. Before I left, I was the Secretary General for the Gambia Bankers Association for 4 or 5 years, up to 5 to 6 years before I got the opportunity of working internationally. with ECOWAS, with the West African Bankers Association. So I specialize in banking. So when I saw this, I know that in fintech now is the deal of the day. You can't work without fintech. So I always tell people, let's promote fintech, let's promote technology. If banking is if fintech have been promoted inside bank, so we're gonna have it easy for us to do our payments, to do our banking transaction. You can be at home. Sometimes me, I don't worry. When I had people saying that my account is not working, me, I can be in Freetown, but I can work well. My account is in Gambia because it's safe because with technology. I know any withdrawal, even a Bluetooth, I will know. I'll be sent an alert. So what cause? What could have the impact of the is the fintech? So let's try to improve, let's try to encourage. So me, I always tell this other sectors, especially central bank governors. These are always my agenda. How can we promote, how can we encourage the work of technology in the banking system? With that, we are safe. So I continue encouraging them. I'm happy that our standard is here, West Coast is here, and also our sister brother from Sierra Leone. I know at this institution you cannot go fit and say LB without pay with. Oh, we know. So they are the deal of the day in Sierra Leone. If you are talking about blogger, they will direct you to I. I'm so happy that today I met the CEO for the first time, but because I've been in Sierra Leone for 2 years now, and Mr. Mo knows, so we're here. So please, we need you as partners. No, we don't want where you just come attend, we pay. No, we need you as a partner. So we don't know it can be successful, and the Gambians can demand for the sixth edition to be rehosted here in Banjul. So that's depending on the outcome. If you can, today is Wednesday and the program is on Friday. As you said, we have to go back and prepare our stories and publish. But if you look at the number of media personnel who are not here, more than the one. So I will challenge especially VOD because they are online always to share with the sister colleagues, and I know the Keks and the Western Gambian and the like. So we want people to come. We want to invite people. We want people to come and witness what we have done, and especially the banking sector. I'm a banker. Like people are, if you look at my colleagues here, are all members from the media, but I'm a banker by profession. I've been working in the Gambia for many years. I started my career here. Before I left, I was the Secretary General for the Gambia Bankers Association for 4 or 5 years, up to 5 to 6 years before I got the opportunity of working international with ECOWAS, with the West African Bankers Association. So I specialize in banking. So when I saw this, I know that in fintech now is the deal of the day. You can't work without fintech. So I always tell people, let's promote fintech, let's promote technology. If banking is if fintech have been promoted inside bank, so we're gonna have it easy for us to do our payments, to do our banking transaction. You can be at home. Sometimes me, I don't worry. When I had people saying that my account is not working, me, I can be in Freetown, but I can work well. My account is in Gambia because it's safe because with technology. I know any withdrawal, even a Bluetooth, I will know. I'll be sent an alert. So what could have the impact of the is the fintech. So let's try to improve, let's try to encourage. So me, I always tell this other sectors, especially central bank governors. These are always my agenda. How can we promote, how can we encourage the work of technology in the banking system? With that, we are safe. So I continue encouraging them. I'm happy that our standard is here, West Coast is here, and also our sister brother from Sierra Leone. I know at this institution you cannot go fit and say LB without pay with. Oh, we know. So they are the deal of the day in Sierra Leone. If you are talking about blogger, they will direct you to I. I'm so happy that today I met the CEO for the first time, but because I've been in Sierra Leone for 2 years now, and Mr. Mo knows, so we're here. So please, we need you as partners. No, we don't want where you just come attend, we pay. No, we need you as a partner. So we don't know it can be successful, and the Gambians can demand for the sixth edition to be rehosted here in Banjul. So that's depending on the outcome. If you can host fourth edition in Sierra Leone, you can do fifth and sixth here. But everything depends on the interest. So the interest is let's support the idea and let's support the system. So here we are, Mr. Kagbo. So we hoping that everyone will be back on Friday the 19th, and we also have special thanks to Mr. Mo. As I said, we have surrounding countries near Sierra Leone. You can easily go to Liberia or Guinea.
Daniel. The first name is Daniel.
Daniel. Thank you.
And before, just to add to Mr. Jimmy, this is the first. We want you to know that this is the first organized award that is recognizing the power of technology in the Gambian space. So we hope that this will not be the first and the last time. We want to make it work. And just to respond to my brother's message, the impact, I believe this will start a new beginning in terms of, if somebody, example, the banking sector, we all know in Gambia is a very competitive environment. Everybody wants to be at the top in terms of dealing with businesses. Example, now banks are competing now with Wave. Wave is not a bank, what is a financial institution that does transaction. And you see, since their inception, we have seen that banks are also changing the game in terms of dealing with finance, maybe transaction online. So this will also motivate other institutions to say, you know what, if Mr. A is the winner for this year, next year I want to be part of the people that will be recognized as people leading technology in the area where they work. In terms of religious body, we all know that there are religious body utilizing maybe technological powers to also reach out to their audience or their congregation members. So it's the same in all of these sectors. People will definitely want to increase their power and said, you know what, I want to be the best for 2026. You know, we can't give it to Mr. B because Mr. B won this year, but we want to prove that our services are much more better. So it will reach to a time wherein the populace will be in the forefront deciding that, oh, in the Gambia, so and so institution has a very good technology in terms of dealing with them. Are you understanding? So just like what is happening to GRA, we see GRA, everybody complains sometimes, but the sister countries are moving to Gambia to say, what is happening? You people will be able to do your financial transaction easily. How does this work? And to say the truth, unbelievable, a lot of countries are coming to the Gambia. It's just because the media doesn't cover it, to learn from your policies, the way you do it. And I keep saying that's where institutions made the mistakes. They don't have the eye to tell them that the world needs to know that Gambia has such, and people are coming every week in and out. There are people coming to Gambia trying to research about what is happening with your success story, and we need to learn from it. So please, we also want to take this opportunity to invite you all again on the 19th. This will not be the end. The ceremony will be held here, and we start by 6 p.m. on the 19th, and we're going to have just a red carpet. The international bloggers are here, and we want to make the program a very special one for everybody. It's a small program, corporate program. We don't want to make it too big, but we want you all to be able to fit in and enjoy the ceremony. And it's not a long program. It's not the one you go and you expect to say, we are starting 6 and then we started by 10. No, this, it's a corporate program. So you expect dignitaries, you don't expect them to be waiting here from 7 till maybe 10 before the program starts. So we start by 6 red carpet and a few interviews, and then officially 7:30, the ball start rolling. And then I'm sure before midnight, we are done. Okay, so you can pass by and feel part and parcel of the activities. So guys, we want to say a big thank you on behalf of Mr. Mo and the team here and Tireless Production.